Notice it. Yeah, call me Cyclops. You freak. I feel good today, guys. Fucking been drinking the last 3 days. Bought a 12 pack. Fishy don't feel good. He's been drinking again. No, it is. I've been bored the last few nights. I only drank 2 beers yesterday, bro, and that shit like messed me up, bro. Like literally, 2 beers messed me up. I have this belief. You guys up to like that stream? Just got off work. You guys up to? Yes. Yes, fish can. Yeah. Yes, fish can. Yeah. Yes, I can. You guys up to? Waiting on a direct deposit and I can go pay my rent and shit. Next 48 hours, I'll pay it. I'll pay my rent, yeah. What are you guys up to? It's up there with me. Don't you guys get tired of reaching in your pocket and only feeling your life? You guys want to see a picture of my buddy? What's up, Danny, buddy? How are you? It's good to see you. Just got off work, buddy. Business as usual, buddy. I don't really feel good and shit today, bro. I gotta stop drinking at night. Snoring at a camera, pointing naked and shit. I gotta stop doing that, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened last night. I remember drinking Coors Banquet naked. I woke up in a cornfield naked this morning, dude, and I didn't like it. You know? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I just got off work, man. It was a pretty easy day. I'm not drinking tonight and stuff. I know. I went and bought a 12 pack, though. Yeah. I always keep beer in the house. Got to. In case I change my mind. You drink a few of them, man. You feel it, man. That's all you need sometimes, bro. Help you sleep. I don't really drink, though. I won't. That shit'll sit in there for months. I go through spurts, yo. I just didn't feel good today, yo. That shit, I felt like shit all day, bro. I still feel like shit. I think I gotta work a double tomorrow, don't I? Oh, man, like, what the fuck? I think I got to work a double tomorrow. Yo, Fishy, gotta work a double tomorrow, guy. What's up, Danny? What are you up to, buddy? Let me see that pen. I gotta go give my homegirl $5 and shit, yo. She flips the fuck out, yo, and beats me up. She be hooking me up, yo. What are you guys up to, man? I kind of had a rough day, you guys, man. I need a little light up. I need to be cheered up a little bit. Yeah, that was a hard day, bro. That was an easy job, bro. I'm just tired sometimes, guys. This fucking working every day is catching up to me, bro. I know you guys see me act like a dipshit and stuff at night. Remember, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool can't play wise. That's basically what Dr. Fish does at night over here. I'm a pretty legit guy. And I appreciate you guys. You guys got the channel at 213.62. That's really Daniel Berry and Happy Hot Dogs. That's you guys that did that shit. The videos I make's probably only 40, 50 bucks put onto that. The rest is all you guys. It really is. You guys are awesome, man. Got me at, you know what I mean? I'll make sure I cash app you guys too when that shit hits the bank account. I'll probably get it up to like 250. I'll probably send you guys both $25 cash apps when that shit hits the bank account. So you guys go buy something to eat or something, you know? I always try to bless you guys back. You guys actually send me real money. That shit's not fake and stuff every night and multiple. You got me fucking 81 super chats this month. Like, that shit's not fake, guys. I owe you guys. Talking to you two guys, you function better than 50 people full of a chat of 50 people. I'd rather talk to you two. That means together, along with a few others, Simply Lou and all them other guys, it means together, you two channels sent at least 81 light ups in a span of what? 50 days? That's fucking great, guys. Wanted to be pretty. I felt like I was gonna puke all day, bro. I was smoking this bud last night, man. That shit messed me up, bro. I forgot to buy razors and shit. I don't like streaming with these filters on either, guys. I do it because this phone and that iPhone are good phones. They pick up every fucking blemish on you, dude. You know, man, I appreciate you, bro. Fishy likes to see. Yeah, it's all about that flash, kid. Yeah. Yeah. Now I can handle my business. I gotta go pay my rent though, bro. I'm waiting on that. I got paid today and stuff. I mean, I already have it and stuff, but I need this other money and stuff. I can't be. It's like every time I get paid, I need the other money. I broke my money up and stuff and did other things. I mean, I always have it and stuff, but I need to see how much this other money coming is much first. These guys where I live are very cool and very lenient, and they know they'll always get paid from me. I don't fuck around when it's time to pay bills, guys. I'm coming with straight cash. I'm the kind of tenant you would want. Straight cash, baby. $100 bills. I don't fuck around with that shit. We are nobody's. One of you guys are awesome. Yeah, sorry, look. Look, ready, look. There it is. That's a good thumbnail. Ready, look. That's why this channel is always up. Yeah, look, ready, look. Ooh, yeah. Dr. Fish lives a double life in one, remember, in one life, he's this cook and dishwasher, but in the other life, he's the light up man. Ooh, yeah. Remember, super chats always come in threes. Who's going to be the third? No, I'm just kidding. You greedy fuck. Nah, you guys are awesome, man, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Hot Dogs got it, yo. Daniel Berry probably cash app you, bro. I would cash app. I only have 68 cents in my cash app, bro. I'd send it to you. Drop my cash app in the chat, bro. I make one. I'll send it to you. Even if it's $50, $100, I'll send it to you, bro. I have money, bro. I always have money. I work a lot and shit. I understand the stream stuff's all cool. A little $200, $300. Have the channel. I just fucking spent that today, bro. You know what I mean? It's just good to have something coming in, that's all. Many sources of income add up. Picture being like a streaming elephant, and peanuts, or you can get peanuts everywhere. You gotta put them in your bag of life. Doing well, though. Oh, I forgot my black work shirt. I found one of my old work shirts at work today. I was kind of happy. I can't wear the pink ones or the high vision yellow ones. They mess them up and shit. How many pillows do you sleep with? What question is that? The pillows I sleep with. I look soft. You know what I mean? As long as you be my friend at the end. I kind of get lit up last night. Daniel Barry was hiding. Kryptonite. I'll tell you what, that's one thing I like out here, though, having friends that are all girls and shit. That's one of my secrets. Keep friends that are all women, man. When you need something, or like how I did today, and them women have their shit together. That's why I fuck with them. It's not even why I fuck with them, man. Just get along better with women and shit. Women can go places certain guys can't. They can do things for you that when you use your brain, you can see it. That's why I always try to keep friends that are females and shit. They're a lot better than guys and shit with certain shit. Especially if they like you and shit. They see you trying, you got ambition, they'll help you, dude. It's when you're a scrub and a fucking bum that ain't nobody gonna help you. Or my family, too. My family don't help me. You know. It is what it is, though. It's a shame, though, man. Trying to break our generational curses, too. I'm not saying I'm perfect, guys. I'm just a blue-collar working guy, I work as a cook and a dishwasher, guys. And I really am a biologist. Could be 2 years from now. I could be working as a biologist right in an aquarium somewhere. So stick with me, guys. I'm a winner. I choose to work jobs like this. I could go get an aquarium tomorrow and go get a job. Really not making that much more money. Then you really got to think and stuff. You're going to have hundreds of people coming into an aquarium every day, and you're speaking about the same fishes. It's pretty easy with marine biology. It really is. It's like being a spokesperson. You're going to be pointing at the same fishes every day. You're going to know the salinity of the tank. It's just certain things. It's like the ABCs with biology to guys like me. Stuff's very simple. You always have special things coming in, and it's just, we know great white sharks aren't in captivity, guys. It's one shark out of the more than 400 species of sharks we can't keep in captivity. The longest a great white shark ever was in captivity was 200 days. It's like that line from the Shawshank Redemption, even though he was speaking of tetrapods, he was like, some birds are not meant to be caged. Their feathers shine too bright. Well, even though this is a cartilaginous species of fish, it's the same with great white shark, with the great white sharks. Because they're obligate ram ventilators. They need the ocean to swim. Without the ocean to swim, they will asphyxiate. They can swim up to 25 miles an hour. A great white shark has an average length of 13 to 16 feet with average weight of 1,500 to 2,450 pounds, but can get excess of 20 feet and weigh excess of even 8,000 pound specimens in Cuba were documented and recorded. They lack swim bladders too out of the three classes of fishes, guys. Being a cartilaginous fish, they don't have a swim bladder, an airtight sac that inflates and deflates, helping the fish regulate its buoyancy. They have a liver that takes up 25 to 30% of its body weight, filled with squalene that is 5 to 6 more times buoyant than seawater. It aids in buoyancy when they're swimming. They'll have that liver filled with that squalene, and their obligate ram ventilator swimming at 25 miles an hour with 300 teeth and can take 50 pounds of flesh in one bite. Counter shading heteroscercal tail is complete. Say it! Say it! I'm sorry, guys. Fishes excite me. I'm not even trying. Sharks are actually easy. The hardest parts of sharks are how they give birth three different ways: oviparous, ovoviviparous, and viviparous. And the mermaid's purse too, which is more present in skates and stuff that last 14 months out in sea, but it's cartilaginous. But when cartilaginous species, such as sharks, you got oviparous, ovoviviparous, and viviparous. Oviparous is egg laying. Ovoviviparous are eggs that hatch inside the female without a placental connection. And viviparous is live birth with a placental connection. That's the three ways sharks give birth. I guarantee I'm one of the only people in a 100-mile radius that knows that. Just like octopuses actually do have a skeleton too. A lot of people don't realize that. They have a pen-shaped transparent rod called a gladius. Cuttlefish have the cuttle bone. I know I'm jumping the cephalopods. Cephalo means head and pod means foot, but it's marine biology. After a while, it becomes very easy. It's like the ABCs. Grass is green, chlorophyll A, photosynthesis, biochemical process that uses light-absorbing pigments such as chlorophyll to capture energy from the sun. Sound like a robot. Biology's all recite. It's how good are you? A lot of people aren't good at biology or even good at becoming a nurse because it's all memorization. They'll take that nursing exam and fucking bomb out because you gotta, when you read them books, I'm not a nursing major or anything, but I could fly right through that schooling. You gotta memorize and become them books. Then when you sit down, next time you go to the hospital, sit down and ask a nurse a health question. Ask her what percent water you are and ask her about hemoglobin or something. Watch her response. She'll sound just like a book. It's like the ABCs. Some people can do it, some people can't do it. You can't fake smart. You ain't just gonna wake up one day and just be a nurse and stuff and pass exams and do all that stuff. It's all recite and problem solving in the real world. Holding aquatic vertebrate. It's easy though. I just enjoy it though. Even though I work as a cook and stuff, because I like cooking, it's honest, you know. Today was an easy day for me, you know. Kind of want business to pick up a little bit. My one waitress came in today. She left that she didn't feel good. That sucks too. She's a good waitress. We were slower today though too. Truthfully, didn't even need her. What are you up to, Happy Hot Dogs? I appreciate you, buddy. Gotta make some money. Gotta get this rent paid, bro. Yeah, I could pay it right now, but I just want this other money and stuff, because the other money could cover all of it and stuff, you know. And Daddy's trying to get this. I'm trying to go lease a vehicle. I can't do this used car shit no more, and I can't be getting rides and shit at my age. I want that new car smell, and I'm gonna get that shit. That's my objective right now. It's really only $1,500. It's really not even that much money. Maybe $2,000 at the most, because you're driving away. I'm like right there, bro. I'm fucking close. I almost had that other car paid off too. That's what sucks, bro. That car only had a few $100s left, and the fucking title change, and it's fucking just breaks like that. Shit pisses me off. What are you up to, buddy? I'm gonna go make some money. I appreciate you guys lighting me up, man. Let me find a different song. You guys are awesome. Oh yeah. Sharks are often described as large ferocious predators, yet about 80% of known species are less than 2 meters in length. Half of all shark species are less than 60 centimeters long, and some species barely attain a length of 30 centimeters. Many of these smaller shark species are found only on coral reefs. Say it! 3 different types of coral reefs: fringing reefs, barrier reefs, and atolls. Say it. What is coral, Dr. Fish? Coral is a complex organism, part plant, part animal. Inside the animal part, The polyp live different kinds of algae, which are plants. The algae get their food from the sun through photosynthesis. Polyps like junk food. They eat the carbs and fats the algae produce. When the water temperature gets high, the algae becomes stressed and leaves the coral's internal skeleton. That's why coral turns white. Say it. What is coral? Who's with me? How many different types of... Say it. What is coral, guys? See, but the one main problem with coral is the water temperature fluctuates, guys, even with certain global warming things. It's not even about global warming. Water temperature changes depending on the season and stuff. There's actually a heat-tolerant algae. It's called Symbiote D. Symbiote D can be added to certain coral reefs so they can flourish. It's heat-tolerant. Kind of like there's certain species in the ocean that are extremophiles. Some will love salt. Some will love heat. I'm giving an analogy basically with a complex organism. We just discussed what coral is, but Symbiote D is a heat-tolerant algae that can live inside them polyps, and it can thrive in warmer climates so that the reef doesn't bleach. Do you understand? Who's with me? All right, let me find a different song. It's the truth, though. What are you up to, buddy? Come on, just play the song. Then they play the wrong one. That's why I don't like ads sometimes, man. You be clicking on shit, ain't the right shit. Then it comes on and like, come on, bro. What are you guys up to? Fastest species of shark, short fin mako shark. Say it. Deepest diving whale, sperm whale. Max duration of breath hold 138 minutes, can dive excess of 3,000 meters. Likes to have encounters with even great white sharks are found that dive a little deeper now. And also the giant squid, which on documented files, it was 56 feet. It's a big cephalopod. Even the largest lobster in Nova Scotia in 1977 weighed 44 pounds, 5 ounces. That's a big lobster. They're the oldest living crustaceans, excess of 50 years, more than 50,000 species of crustaceans worldwide, insects of the sea. Who's with me? Danny. Remember, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play wise. Yeah, look, right there. Ooh. Get some. My own mama say I'm super chatted out. Mom told me I was a pirate. The fuck, Mom? Yeah, you're a pirate. Fuck you mean I'm a pirate? Fish beard? You liked that, didn't you, Danny? See, that'd be bioluminescence, Chad, huh, Danny? That'd be the emission and production of light by a living organism. You would have had a photophore right there. Photophores are usually cup-shaped. They may have elaborate focusing lenses and reflectors to concentrate and direct the light produced by the photocytes. Photophores are generally controlled by nerves and are supplied with blood vessels that deliver the oxygen and energy sources needed for the light-producing chemical reaction. The two chemicals involved in the reaction are luciferin and luciferase. Luciferase is an enzyme that catalyzes the oxidation of luciferin. When they mix together, they create a heatless light. They create bioluminescence, which is the production and emission of light by a living organism. You know what I mean, Frank? That's what photophores are. And remember, there are 300 species of anglerfish. Anglerfish whip back and forth just like a fly fisherman is called an angler, but that's called an esca. The esca has a photophore on it, and we just discussed what a photophore was. Photophores are usually cup-shaped. Say it. Say it. Get excited for it. A wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play wise. What you guys up to, man? Danny. Oh, that's Danny. I appreciate you, Danny. You the man, Danny. My lungs hurt today, too. I don't have that snap in my voice today because, one, I'm tired. Two, my lungs hurt from this bud, you know what I mean? Photophore is usually cup-shaped, you know what I mean? Like fucking nerd alert. Ovoviviparous he is, huh? I'm an endothermic poikilotherm. Oh, yeah. Danny. Yo, wise man. Wise chips. You get a little something salty or sweet, huh? I like salty and sweet. See, in marine biology, if we wanted to increase the protein content in even certain chips or bread, pasta, and cookies, we'd use FPC, which is fish protein concentrate. It's 97% protein and resembles flour. I could add it to your little chips. Dr. Fish just randomly adding FPC to chips in the chat. Probably one of the only people that even knows what FPC is, or DDT. That's a horrible pesticide. DDT is a horrible thing. Why man even invented that fathoms me. Yeah, DDT was terrible, bro. Then they'll go dump it all in the ocean right next to all the plutonium and stuff. There's a certain part of the ocean where they dump everything. And I'm sure you guys know all this stuff, right? The average depth of the ocean is 3,800 meters. What did you say? I know, but I just want to be able to breathe in here. It doesn't have that crispness to it. Like in Kindergarten Cop, the bad guy's name was Chris, remember? I'm getting a manicure done. I have witnesses. I have a witness too. Who's out there with me? Oh yeah, it even makes eagle's eggs soft shell. Oh yeah, tetrapods. And the bald-headed eagle, even like the bald-headed eagle, they have the largest nest. Documented up to 4,400 pounds. Tetrapods are with the birds, they're the second largest group of vertebrates. More than 10,000 species worldwide. The fastest of the eagles is the golden eagle. Dives at it to 120 miles an hour. Remember, birds, guys, they waterproof their feathers using their uropagio gland, excreting pern to waterproof the feathers and also to eat the pern as a protein source. Fastest birds of level flight are ducks and geese. They're waterfowl. There's more than 170 species of waterfowl, but ducks and geese are the fastest birds of level flight. Geese have been documented at 52 to 56 miles per hour. Say it! Birds are pretty easy. I was fascinated with crows. Crows can have an intelligence up to a 7-year-old child, and they're master mimics. That's why I always watch the trees and certain things. People will hear little kids and certain things whispering to them. You got to look at the geographic distribution and always remember, crows are mimics. Crows are different than other birds. They're smart. They'll bring you back gifts. Crows are very unique. They can sound like your little daughter. They can sound like your dying aunt. That's what a mimic does. They could be flying 8-9 miles up somewhere and live near a farm. There's a bunch of little kids that are like, one's 8, one's 9, say one's 14. They're all talking. He can hear that and bring it to the woods to mess with you. because he just so happened to throw a rock one day, and you don't realize he lives 9 miles away, and he can has an intelligence up to a 7-year-old child, and then he's listening to the child speak, and he's a master mimic. I love biology. There's no lying in it. That's what they do. Get excited for it. I used to get excited for it. Coffee's still not cold enough. We're warming up. Yeah. So what are you guys up to? Where's Mr. Daniel Barry at? Danny. Good old Danny. You guys are awesome, man. Who's out there with me? Just like an elephant. Every time you see an elephant's trunk now, guys, remember it can hold 2 gallons of water. Don't ever look at an elephant differently from now on. Now hold your thumb in your hand, and now take your thumb and touch your finger. Now look at that elephant's trunk again. How much water can it hold? Remember, a gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds. We just said it could hold 2 gallons. These are the kind of questions you get asked in biology. Then after that, they're going to jump. How much does an Olympic-sized swimming pool weigh, Mr. Hoffman? If it has 660,000 gallons of water, how much would it weigh? Because they estimate more than 366 trillion gallons of water on Earth. That's a lot of gallons of water. You guys know how much the Earth weighs? No fucking idea, huh? Who's out there with me? Where'd Daniel Barry go? Yes. He says a crow or a raven. What do you mean, what's the difference between a crow or a raven? First of all, their geographic distribution, their evolutionary interrelationships, and their trophic interreactions. That's 3 different things that are always going to be different. Jumping from a species to a different species. Obviously, one's going to be found somewhere where the other one's not. Also, their feeding habits will be different, the trophic interreactions. Because of their geographic distribution, they're all going to have to forage differently. That's why I always loved biology. It's just the way it is. Found together. What is the difference between a crow and what is the difference? They will be found together. Yeah, they'll be found together. I'm speaking of overall general biology and science. With their geographic distribution, evolutionary interrelationships, and trophic interreactions, from species to species, it's going to fluctuate. It doesn't matter if it was a raven or a red ant. You know what I mean? They're going to be different. It's the truth. Well, I appreciate you, bro. I needed some wiener. I needed one. You can put a hot dog on a hook, too. You can catch yourself a snapping turtle. And there's 2 species of snapping turtles. You have the alligator snapping turtle and you have the common snapper turtle. Again, their geographic distribution and evolutionary interrelationships and trophic interreactions are going to be different. One's found more down south in southern states. And the common sea turtle, they were in New Jersey. They're out here. They're not going to be in certain states. Their nests, everything about birds is different. Even like I said, they're the 2nd largest group of vertebrates. We have 10,000 of them, guys. We discussed the fastest ones. We discussed the one with the heaviest nest. There's a lot with birds. We discussed the Uropagio gland. Always remember that. It's very important. Also, even ducks and geese, you're walking your dog. I've said this in other streams. It's freezing cold outside right now. But if you live near a lake, you will see ducks and geese, the waterfowl, swimming. They have vascular countercurrent heat exchangers present in their feet. You know what I mean? And remember, guys, a species is a group of closely related individuals classified as a species by a competent taxonomist on the basis of anatomy, physiology, and other characteristics, including genetic comparisons where possible. That's what a species is. It's more than just a word in a chat, guys. Always remember that. I like crows. Yes. I'm just saying how they can mimic. They're mimics. You know. Just because you have favoritism of a species of bird doesn't mean it's going to change the biology of it, though. Just like a blue jay won't make its nest on a mockingbird and stuff. There's certain simple things, according to geographic distribution, even courtship behaviors, that wildlife's going to act a certain way. But crows are much more notorious than even a raven. A group of crows is called a murder. Just like a group of raccoons is called a gaze. Next time you see a bunch of raccoons outside and they gaze at you, remember a group of them is called a gaze. They have a respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric air. They're endothermic, warm-blooded. They give live birth. They have milk-producing mammary glands to nurse their young. They have hair and a well-developed brain. Look at that gaze when you look out your window. It'd be the same in marine mammals and other mammalians. Just like if I looked in the mirror, I know I'm a mammalian amniotic tetrapodal cercopter geonastic vertebrate cranial chordate. But I know I'm a mammalian, so I know I have a respiratory what I just said. You understand? Yo, it's Professor Fish. Biology is easy. Science is easy. Mathematics and physics is hard. Physics is true science. Marine biology is just the branch on the physics tree. Physics is true science. Without space and time, me even being a mammalian species, I wouldn't be able to take place. That's what you guys got to understand. Where would be my geographic distribution if there's no time and space? Physics is true science. Without physics, there is no science. There'd be no tree. How are you going to eat? The oldest tree in the world is a bristlecone pine tree. They can live thousands of years. That bristlecone pine tree wouldn't be able to live without space and time. There's certain laws that, for example, like on Earth, we have certain things. We have weak nuclear, strong nuclear, electromagnetism, and gravity that always occur. There are four things that are always occurring. Electromagnetism is very important. We were just discussing birds. They have magnetite in their head that allows them to pick up the Earth's magnetic field. And sharks and certain cartilaginous species, they have a built-in compass for navigation because they're using an ampulla of Lorenzini, which works in conjunction with their lateral line system. Yes. I used to sleep with them books. Remember, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play wise. Oh, yeah. I could be pronouncing it wrong, too. In biology, and too, because it's really supposed to be Latin with every bird we're speaking of. Even fishes and stuff, you know, it should all be Latin. It's like a dead language, but it's spoke by the living about living organisms. You don't always hear Latin spoke. But, you know, sometimes you do. What are you guys up to? Yeah, but that helps them. That's what picks it up. People don't realize that. They already have it built into them. The most endangered, like for example, mammal right now we have is a vaquita. There's 6 species of porpoises, and the vaquita is going extinct. Its geographic distribution would be the Gulf of California. And remember, there's 90 species of cetaceans, which are whales, dolphins, and porpoises. But with porpoises, there's 6. The vaquita is the smallest, and the Dall's porpoise is the fastest. Clocked up to speeds of 35 miles per hour. Well, 34 miles per hour. The orca is still the fastest cetacean. Whether they're swimming in resonant or transit pods, it doesn't matter. Killer whales get their name for a reason. They're more advanced than even their cartilaginous friends that they can kill through tonic immobility and other ways. Sharks are no match for orcas. See, with cetaceans and stuff, they have phonic lips and they use ultrasonic frequencies. They get sound travels about 5 times faster, almost 5 times as fast in water as it does in the air. Certain species of dolphins and cetaceans I'm discussing, they could be blindfolded like this, but they can send out each click lasts a fraction of a millisecond and is repeated as often as 600 times each second. That's the acoustic picture they're getting of that world. Truthfully, they can see better using sonar. Sonar is an acronym. It stands for Sound Navigating and Ranging parentheses System. Just like scuba is an acronym, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Who's with me? Oh yeah. Orca is a cetacean. Remember, they have mammalian characteristics. They would be Delphinidae. Orca. Yeah, the old Delphinidae. Actually, basically a big dolphin. Remember, dolphins actually have hair on their lower jaws. The rough-toothed dolphin is one of the most aggressive species. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Like I just said, that's so it doesn't go in one ear or out the other. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises, they're marine mammals, but they're called cetaceans. Oh, Dr. Fish, it's a sperm whale. Cetacean. It's an orca. It's a cetacean. It's a marine mammal. Do you understand? Dr. Fish, it's a gray whale. Oh, cetacean. Do you understand? Whales, dolphins, and porpoises are what? Cetaceans. And there are 90 species of them. It's very important. They're marine mammals. Dr. Fish, oh, it's the right whale that got their name from whalers declaring them to be the right whales to kill because they floated when we killed them, Dr. Fish. What is the right whale? It's a what? No, it's a cetacean. Do you understand? I just answered your question too, because it's the truth. Right whales are called that. They were given that name by whalers that declared them the right whales to kill because when they killed them, they floated. That's why they called them right whales. Do you understand? Cetaceans. You ever see that movie Cocktail and stuff? They're like, that boy's hot. Remember they were all walking out of the pool hall? That boy's hot. Used to sleep with them books, man. Years ago. This was 20 years ago. Cephalopods, though, are interesting to me. It's a theory that they came here on an asteroid, that they're not even of Earth, cephalopods. We discussed bioluminescence and other stuff. You know what I mean? He says, why? Because they have 50 gallons of high grade oil in there. Well, you got species like the sperm whale, which have the spermaceti organ and have 4 tons of oil. The oil, listen, the oil, they weren't thinking like this and using Google or even typing in chats, guys. When they harpooned these whales, they floated. And they floated because of what? Oil obviously is going to help the whale float. But that's why they declared them the right whales to kill, because they floated when they killed them. Without bloating and other stuff, you know what I mean? You know? Every time I give you guys a fish fact, guys, you always can take it right to the bank. In marine biology, becoming a marine biologist years ago, that's how we were trained with right whales. They were given that name by whalers. Whalers weren't really measuring oil and other stuff on the boats. They wanted to know that that whale floated. They were out there half drunk shooting whales with harpoons. Dragging them too, probably losing half the oil. That's why the white whale was a good one, because it was floating. But the sperm whale is the one that you would want. They're an apex predator. They get to 60 feet. Oh yeah. Well, a second ago, you didn't even know what a whale was, buddy. You're asking about what a cetacean is. It's okay, though. You'll learn what a cetacean is. But with right whales, that's why they got their name. It comes from whalers. That's where it comes from. Have faith in Dr. Fish. Really, have faith in fishy. I'll tell you things about marine mammals you never knew. The fastest, I just told you the fastest, the rarest, even the second fastest, the Dallas porpoise. Told you how many species of porpoises there are, right off the top of the head. We were discussing before you stopped in the way 3 different ways sharks give birth. Which is pretty amazing. Oh yeah. Where's Happy Hot Dogs at? He's a really good guy. I appreciate you, Happy Hot Dogs. The blue whales are the biggest babies too, guys. A baby blue whale, when it's born, weighs about 3 tons, and it's weaned a scant of 7 months, where it goes from 3 tons to 23 tons. Out of all the marine mammals, the one with the shortest weaning scant is the hooded seal. It's weaned a scant of 4 days. And the one that's most sought after is probably the harp seal, after its pelt. They really like the harp seal. They would just wait and beat them with little bats and literally skin them alive. That's what they would do to these poor marine mammals. And out of the 8 species of bears, too, guys, remember the Kodiak grizzly bear is the largest. This is the polar bear seems larger because of adaptations. Adaptations are characteristic that help the organism survive in its environment and reproduce, guys. Polar bears with the pack and fast ice, how they'll have to walk, their paws will get bigger. But where I was going with this is they're the other 7 species of bears, except for the polar bear, and we got to look at its geographic distribution, is omnivorous. The polar bear is not an omnivore. It's the only one that really just, they'll be hunting according to their geographic distribution, ring and bearded seals, diving right through the snow, or waiting at breathing holes and eating beluga whales. Amazing. The other bears will eat berries, and even a grizzly bear and stuff. They're omnivorous. Omnivores are species that eat animals and plant material as their primary food sources. And I always found that amazing. Polar bears are not. They will eat you. I always found that amazing. What flavor is this one?
Huh? Can I see that pen?
The blue whale, listen to this too, brother. The blue whale is larger than any of the dinosaurs. It's the largest thing ever created or to live. Even all the dinosaurs, nothing even comes close to the blue whale. Think about that. And remember, the first sharks lived, more than 400 million years ago, 200 million years before the first dinosaurs. So think about that too. Sharks are still around because even the age of the fishes, it's called the Devonian period. It's 420 million years ago. It's the age of the fishes. And it was different in the Devonian period. I'm not going to bore you with the Devonian period, but there's a lot to it. But sharks are survivors. That's one thing I will say about sharks, man. They are survivors. You could be blue, buddy. You want to be blue over here? I appreciate you coming in here talking about animals. You can be blue over here, Vermont. A brown bear and grizzly and Kodiak remember, there are 8 species of bears. Again, we were discussing mammalian characteristics. Doesn't matter if it's your dog, Lassie. It doesn't matter if it's that little fox or that raccoon you were feeding a hot dog to, or when you look in the mirror, you have a respiratory system designed to breathe atmospheric air. You're endothermic, warm-blooded. You have milk-producing mammary glands to nurse my young. You give live birth. You understand? You have certain characteristics. Remember this. This will help you in biology. Don't run from the way it is. Science and certain things are just like a math problem or certain things. You have to follow certain rules in biology. There's problem solving to it. Once you memorize it, everything else is easy. There's a process to it. There always was. Confuse you. Oh yeah. It's with the brown. Listen, with the it was the Kodiak grizzly bear, and the grizzly bear would be an example of gene flow. And then you look at geographic distribution. It's Kodiak Island and stuff. Obviously, the genes and stuff. I can understand that, but that's still one of the 8 species of bears. What I was discussing is the one that's not omnivorous. Out of those 8, there's one that's very unique, even when it's geographic distribution and its color. Even Coca-Cola, out of all the bears, will use that polar bear because it's white like that. It will stand out. It looks pure. It looks innocent. It looks big and fluffy. But it's not big and fluffy. That's the one that'll really kill you out of all the bears. I'm not saying a grizzly bear and stuff and certain species haven't mauled people, because they will. They will. They're not just omnivores. What I'm saying to you is that polar bear is different. That's the one you don't want to encounter. You also don't want to encounter a leopard seal. They can get up to 1,000 pounds. A leopard seal will rip you apart. It just recently happened not too long ago. A lady, I believe she was a marine biologist also. She was out there not paying attention, and these guys blend in, and that's a 1,000-pound creature ate her. Imagine with the snow and all the blood everywhere what it looked like. But rest in peace to that poor lady. Them leopard seals, man, they can jump right out of the water too. That's the thing. You can be, even tiger sharks too. You can be right near the water. They can literally scoop you right out of the water. They can blend in with counters. You won't even see them coming. You'd be sitting like your knees up in the water. They literally can scoop you right out of the water and slide right back. Because it happens in certain parts of the world. Actually, tiger sharks feed exclusively on, because they can get up to almost 1,800 pounds and 23 feet, but they feed exclusively on sea turtles. When there's a lot of sea turtles in the water and you're on a vacation somewhere, get the fuck out of the water. Get out of the water. Don't just think it's cool to just hang out and swim with them sea turtles. Get out of that water. And also, time of year and water temperature and certain things could fluctuate, but be careful. Tiger shark. You'll know them when you see them too. They stand out. They're big. Oh yeah. It's called an endothermic poikilotherm. When you call them warm-blooded, it's cutaneous arteries associated with extensive countercurrent heat exchangers that facilitate heat retention within the red muscles. It's the reT-Marable. But it's also the cutaneous arteries associated with extensive countercurrent heat exchange. It's also in tuna, too. Because great white sharks are obligate ram ventilators, but tuna are continuous swimmers. They swim 5 to 10 miles an hour their whole lives, always swim in schools and never sleep. Oh, yeah. Endothermic poikilotherm. It's not warm-blooded anymore, guys. It's an endothermic poikilotherm. And we gave examples of 2 of them. The tuna being a continuous swimmer, and we just discussed the great white shark also. He's an obligate ram ventilator, and we discussed they could swim up to 25 miles an hour with their 300 teeth. You get excited. Where's my buddy at? Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that they give live birth and stuff. We discussed the 3 different ways sharks give birth. And the way you're discussing is an example of viviparous. It's not oviparous, it's not ovoviviparous. We were just discussing this. See, that's how they'll throw you off. Oh, it's live birth, you know. It's 3 different ways in that cartilaginous species. Whale sharks are also the largest fish. And always remember the number 40. 40 feet, 40,000 pounds. There's actually a specimen that was documented that was 59 feet. You got the seconds, the basking shark. The third is the great white shark. And the fourth is the oceanic sunfish. I always wonder where the Goliath grouper would really go on that list, because they can get up to 880 pounds. That's one of my favorite fishes, is the Goliath grouper. It really is. I always liked Goliath grouper. That's the one you wanted that fight. It's called a mermaid's purse. We were discussing that they can last up to 14 months out in sea. Mermaid's purse. But that's more, listen, that's not really present in sharks. That's present in cartilaginous species, such as, remember, with cartilaginous species, it's sharks, skates, rays, and ratfishes. Remember that. It's not just the sharks. Mermaid's purses are more present in skate. Sharks, a lot of the shark species are ovoviviparous, viviparous. It's different. Oh, yeah. You know what? I miss Aaron in the chat. Aaron, I went fishing with him one time. He caught a fishing pole. Lucky bastard. He literally, caught a fishing pole one time. That's what that reminded me of. Aaron's whack ass catching a fishing pole. Yeah, but remember, mermaid's purse. It's not live birth, it's viviparous. It's not oviparous, it's not ovoviviparous. Because you'll learn that we don't really, in marine biology, we really don't know how many species of sharks there are. We estimate more than 400. And more than 400 million years ago. You want to learn about sharks, you got to look up who I learned from in certain things. I learned from the best marine shark biologist in the world. His name's Richard Ellis. Richard Ellis, if you've been living on Mars, guys, he's the shark guy. Richard Ellis's even book, the Great White Shark book, is renowned in certain things. Richard Ellis is the one that's responsible for a lot of the shark biology. And I'll give him his flowers today. Richard Ellis is one of the best shark biologists I've ever read. He always pointed me in the right direction. His facts, everything. Richard Ellis is the best. He's even better than Dr. Fish. He really is. He's our modern day Charles Darwin when it comes to he's doing things with sharks Darwin could only dream about in 1831 to 1836 on that 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle. And remember, Charles Darwin's mother died in Shrewsbury, England when he was 8 years old. You know where I learned that from? Read in his book, because it says it right in his book, Origin of the Species. That's where I learned it from. I read his book. Most difficult book I've ever had. You know. Oh yeah. Tigers. I'd be scared of a tiger in real life, bro. That's India. Yeah, tiger, dude. Fuck that, bro. You tiger and me, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sound like you read a little bit. Charles Darwin's tortoise's name was Harriet. Yeah. On, smoke a cigarette. I appreciate you stopping in. Don't ever think Dr. Fish don't appreciate you guys. Biology and certain things will become easier. You start stopping in here for like a week, you'll start hearing the same things over and over again. And it'll be like, oh, how many species of bumblebees are there, Dr. Fish? You know, it gets easier. You know? There's more than 250 species of bumblebees, but in North America, it's 43 to 46. Yes. How fast can a bumblebee fly? How fast can a dragon fly? It gets easy. What's hard is the characteristics of all of them, like the cetaceans, which we were doing today. We really discussed marine mammals. You know what I mean? We really did. Oh yeah. Seemed passionate about it. Dr. Fish was always good at recite. You know what I mean? Even when I was in school and stuff, I was the guy that was good at recite. Can make it all sound good. I could have that snap in my voice. Without even trying, like truthfully, I'm kind of tired today. Like fishes are like the ABCs. I'm more of yeah, that's Charles Darwin. He loved insects. That was his passion. Fucking Charles Darwin, they're all worried about what's in the ocean. He's talking about fucking beetles. I just need somebody to study bugs with. An arthropod means jointed feet in Greek. Oh yeah. I don't like mosquitoes. Mosquito weighs 4/10,000ths of an ounce. The females that actually suck your blood to carry on their life process, not even the feed, with a saw like proboscis. Smell the CO2 you exhale up to 100 feet away and are attracted to movement. I don't like mosquitoes. Why did you put this in the refrigerator, man? Big cocktails, and she can't do it. There's some cold ones in here, right? There's some cold ones in there, gang. He begged for 1 hour of land. He found a beetle. I know. He did. He didn't like. He loved bugs. Well, that's what made him dangerous, though. And Charles Darwin's credited as the most famous marine biologist because he had that experience on that 5-year voyage where his wife thought he was crazy, the captain thought he was a nut. He wanted to stay later to talk to bugs. The fucking Charles Darwin was dedicated. He really was. I remember with turtles, guys, we estimate more than 300 species of terrestrial turtles. In the ocean, it's 7 species of sea turtles, 6 shelled and 1 soft-shelled leatherback, which is the largest. Remember when a baby sea turtle was born, it weighs about 2 ounces. Remember, sea turtles bury their eggs for 3 important reasons we'll discuss in a minute. But think about that, weighing about 2 ounces. It's like ringing the dinner bell when them little baby turtles are born. They're feeding everything. That really is when they're most vulnerable their whole lives, when they're being born. And it's called a clutch. When that sea turtle lays their eggs, it's called a clutch, and they lay up to 100 eggs. And the reptilian egg, unlike the bird egg, needs to remain moist or it'll dehydrate. And they gotta bury their eggs to protect them from terrestrial predators such as gulls, crabs, and rats that prowl the beach, and also incubation to keep the eggs at the right temperature. That's their clutch. It really is. Out of the 7 species. Leatherback sea turtles can get up to almost 1,500 pounds, which is... It's pretty crazy, bro. That's huge. Even the Ninja Turtles, you look at their geographic distribution, they're eating pizza in New York City, they'd be red-eared sliders. Just by looking at it, using biology that day and watching Ninja Turtles on TV, we should know they're red-eared sliders. That's what species they would be. Geographic distribution never lies. It's very important. That's why that whole movie started off with everybody eating pizza, too. It showed that's what New York's kind of famous for, having good pizza like that. But they just so happen red-eared sliders are indigenous to that state, so that's what they were foraging on. You're using biology as a weapon, but they're presenting it kind of in a way that's a travesty. Kind of find it funny. I'm watching Ninja Turtles, not looking at it like anybody else. I'm looking at geographic distribution, evolution, and relationships and trophic interaction. They're eating pizza too. There's a trophic interactions. Evolutionary relationships, they're with a rat. You know what I mean? The ooze. The geographic distribution would have been New York. It's beautiful. Never looked at Ninja Turtles the same. Again. Can't even watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna have me one more cup of coffee. Yeah, then I'm gonna go handle my business. Appreciate you stopping in. Always be passionate about wildlife. I was also a fisherman for almost 30 years too, so I always had like a passion for the outdoors. Know what it's like to be in the woods and sleep out there. You understand? You know what I didn't like though? It used to start getting me, man, even when I got older, were them greenhead flies, man. They come out real early in the morning. I never tried it though, but it's supposedly, man, this is like a good thing, man. If you have a dragonfly with you to keep things away from you, it's like I need like a little dragonfly hat. Got almost 100% kill rate. Things stay away, and they can fly up to 30 miles per hour. Things stay away from the dragonfly. Dragonfly scares other arthropods. Especially ones like greenhead flies and other ones, they'll stay away. they see that dragonfly. I'm sure there's certain pet companies that design certain things for dogs where it's a little dragonfly that hovers above them, like it's basic biology with certain species of arthropods. Just so happens this one can fly up to 30 miles an hour, short bursts. And it just so happens it has almost 100% kill rate and kills everything. Like you think of like the orca in the ocean, the killer whale. Think of the dragonfly like that day. Ain't nothing gonna fly near that dragonfly. Just ain't nothing gonna come up to that orca without it using ultrasonic frequency. The orca would know first. It's more advanced. It's like a comparing a Terminator to something that's not even a machine or something. You understand? They're not even close. Oh yeah. I once tried to catch an alligator snapper. When I grabbed it, I realized it was its head. Yeah, they don't want to grab its head, man. You bite your fingers off. And the orca also has the hardest bite in the ocean. It has the hardest bite in general. Ain't nothing bites harder than the orca. I swear to you. It's definitely the orca. Orca wins that contest. Great white sharks can almost bite to like, what is it? It's like 4,000 per square inch. Picture the killer whale. The killer whale is 3 or 4 of that. They can bite 3 to 4 times harder than a great white shark. A lot of people don't realize that. They can kill a great white shark by ramming it, holding it upside down with its 52 to 56 conical teeth, so it's an obligate ram ventilator. It can't swim, it's going to asphyxiate, and when they hold it upside down with their conical teeth, it's going to go into tonic immobility and asphyxiate and die. But great white sharks, orca, and sperm whales are the 3 apex predators in the sea. They're definitely the 3 in the sea. Yeah. Yes, they are. Tonic mobility. So what are you guys up to? Where's my buddies at? Happy Hot Dogs was here. He came in and showed me his hot dog. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. No, it's not the alligator. You're looking at the scale wrong. It's okay. You're looking at the scale, you're comparing, you know what I mean? You're comparing something complete. There's 24 different species of crocodilians. I'm not even speaking of the crocodilians. The alligator is not even near like the great white shark. I'm speaking of overall of all the animals. I'm not saying the alligator and the crocodile can't bite hard, but compared to an orca, it's not even close. It's literally 3 times that. You're underestimating orca in the ocean and marine biology, buddy. It's not even close to the orca. Orca's even in newtons. I swear to you. They're like triple all of them, the orcas. Orcas will rip whales apart. Even when a great white shark bites with its 300 teeth, it can take out 50 pounds of flesh in a bite, but that's just one bite, and even their eyes roll back because they have nictitating membranes that to protect their eyes. But no, it's the orca. The orca for 1,000, Alex. Yeah, it's 3 times. Estimated to 12 to 15,000. Alligators estimated at 2 to 4,000. But the crocodile, what's more of the crocodile? You got to think, a crocodile Really can't bite as hard as the great white shark, but the great white shark can't bite as hard as the orca. They're all dangerous and they'll all kill you. But the orca wins that one every time. 100%. I can imagine them just swimming, other than resident and transit pods. They like to swim in a pod that's like a super family almost. It's very unique amongst even the 90 species of cetaceans. Other than resident that are 3 to 80 and feed exclusively on fishes, and transits feed on endothermic prey, seal prey, warm-blooded prey, and they're 1 to 15. But there's also special pods, or it could be the great grandma, and it would be all women too. It's very unique. I always found that unique with them. They can have that own pod where it's like their super family. They're one of the only to do that. And also on land, I would have to say it would be the wolf. A wolf is unique. It would starve itself before it makes a mistake. A wolf, the young wolf will go out and hunt and bring back food to feed back the older wolves. Like, wolves are unique. They won't eat nothing unclean. They'll work as a team. They'll take them. They are the apex predator, really. A group of strong wolves all together. Strong wolf pack. They'll take down a healthy grizzly bear with no problem. They wouldn't want to and stuff. We wouldn't want it to have two little cubs, but together as a team, they are the apex predators of apex predators. And you have to think of orcas like that too. But just one by itself, which they'll never be by themselves, because I just discussed how they would swim. Do you understand? We just discussed how they would swim. As a team, nothing is messing with that cetacean. They're the fastest, they bite the hardest, they make the great white shark its bitch. Literally, and that's the third largest fish in the sea. It's no match for them, dude. I appreciate you, bro. Oh yeah, what did he say? The saltwater croc has the strongest bite of any animal. Oh my god. I appreciate you, happy hot dogs. Salties. That's why they're called saltwater crocodiles. Obviously, their geographic distribution, because they like to swim 600 miles out into the sea. That's why they call them salties. They'd be like, look at me, I'm salty. Remember, the ocean has an average salinity of 35 parts per thousand. Remember that. And you could take that to the bank. Look it up, buddy. Are you still there? I like this guy, though, man. He's passionate about animals. I like this guy. You got to look it up. You're not looking at it right. You're probably looking at the same measurement and seeing like, oh, the orca and whatnot. You got to look it up. I'm not making this shit up. I'm a field biologist. I'm telling you, like, if my life depended on it right now and stuff, like, it would be the orca. We would all live. I'm not making this shit up. They can bite 3 times harder than that saltwater crocodile. Oh, yeah. He's out there with me. A lot harder. Great white sharks are about the same. I don't need to look it up. I already have it memorized. You looked how hard an orca could bite? I'll re-look it up then. You looked up at how the orca has the strongest bite in the animal kingdom. Out of all the animals. What is wrong with this phone, yo? Yes. Yes, fish can. Yes. This phone's slow. Let me see your phone. Why? It's fast. Looking up knowledge I already know. I just don't know the numbers. My photographic memory never worked with numbers. Certain minimum cost of transport and certain things. But I know it's the Orca. Yes. Yes. Yes, fish can. Yes. Yes. Yes, fish can. Yes. Yes, fish can. It's like a toss-up, though. You get both answers, but it says even like Google saying yes, it is, and it's 19,000 per psi and stuff. It says the orca, but it also says the crocodile can basically do the same. But I was always taught in marine biology it was more. I'll take my college books over Google any day. Even Google is saying yes. I know for a fact the orca bites harder. Even with certain things, they're not measuring when that cetacean's the fastest cetacean, when it's actually charging into something or knocking something out of the water, they're not even really measuring its full capabilities. It could be swimming up to 35 miles an hour and hit something. They can literally play with their prey. Crocodiles, when they measure it, it's pretty easy for them and stuff. With the orca, there's going to be other blunt force trauma that's going to occur other than its bite force. That's why orcas are nasty, yo. They really are. 100%. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah. He's out there with me. I likes the orca. Fuck that, yo. Free Willy bites harder. I'm rolling with Willie. Fucking orca make a saltwater crocodiles. Bitch, it's gonna need its little dermal pressure receptors that day. You're gonna detect that ass whooping that's coming. That's found on their lower jaw. That's similar to my mouth is dry. Hold on a second. That's on their lower jaw. Similar to a lateral line system present in aquatic vertebrate. Yeah. They estimate it the same though. Looking it up, you get a bunch of different answers. Marine biology, we were always taught it was the orca, then the saltwater croc, because saltwater crocodiles were considered marine biology because they're 600 miles out in the ocean. And they get very big. Like there's 60 species of sea snakes in marine biology, but they're all Indo-Pacific species, meaning there's no sea snakes in the Atlantic Ocean. They're not indigenous. Their geographic distribution, their evolutionary relationships, and trophic interactions are going to be different. They're all Indo-Pacific species. I never really liked snakes, but I know a lot about them. I've held them and handled them. I never got bit, though. I don't really handle venomous species and shit, man. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go just fucking go and start playing with cobras tomorrow and shit. But pythons I will. I seen this black guy the other day in my feed. I shit you not. This pretty cocky looking black dude. There's this big python, dude, and he caught that motherfucker in midair. That black dude, man, for real. Whoever you were, bro, that was a fucking awesome video, bro. He was literally all muddy. He was waiting, too. Got him. That's great. Fucking dude's crazy. I don't know if I'd do one like that, bro. They go out, they have things where they go hunting for them. People want to go walk in the Everglades and they go catch all the snakes. I think they're fucking crazy. I never got into reptiles. I like fishes. You know? I like fishes. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know the blue-ringed octopus. Portuguese man of war. Yeah, the stonefish. At least you said venomous. At least you got that right. Everybody else be trying to tell me they're poisonous and shit. You know what I tell them? Venom's injected. Poison's ingested. I tried to explain it to them. And I tried to discuss by looking at the structure of a fish's mouth. Remember we start looking at their mouth? And they never got it. You studied cashology? Yeah, I studied it today. I'm gonna go pay my rent and shit. I'm waiting on this direct deposit. Once this deposit comes, go pull a little more money out, and then I'm gonna go pay this stuff. Then I'm gonna go break the rest of this money down and stuff, because Daddy likes to flash Benjamin at night, you know? My friend's a little blue, and I'm trying to cheer him up. Yeah, let me see that red marker. Yeah, I can't hit that pen anymore. Yeah, that shit fucked me up, yo. This is another one that makes me feel weird and shit. I don't like it. I swear that shit get like the strongest shit. You don't need anything other than that. It should be like this, look. Who's out there with me? Yeah, how come Fishy got a little dog? Don't ask no questions. Don't. How come Fishy got it? You know, I don't know. It was just next to him. I'm not even talking about money tonight. People don't like when I talk about money. Yeah, they don't like when I talk about money. I tried to tell them. Your daddy get a little jingle. Don't ask no questions. Don't ask. How come Fishy always got cash? Yo, what's that, 20? Yo, what's that, $20, guy? He's so funny. What's that, the big old 25 guy? Are you gonna go buy a Happy Meal and fries, guy? You know, hey, guy. I don't know it all, though. And truthfully, they underestimating the Nile crocodile. I really was. I didn't realize that he was, this fucking shit. I didn't realize that he looked like this. I knew it was him. I knew it. Hold on, let me put my little lunch money away. Yo, Unc, put the rent money away. Hey, Unc. No, that's not the rent money, though. That's Dr. Fisher's little fan and shit. Yo, put your milk money away, guy. No wonder, I know. Let's keep talking about animals. I like this stream. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Look, right there. Ooh, yeah. That's a good chat. All right, let's go over another animal. Hippopotamus is one we didn't discuss. They're the dangerous out of the mammals that are on land, but even though they're in the water, they actually run on the water. We discussed mammalian characteristics. We know it as a respiratory. We can't own. We don't even need to go over it again. We pretty much got it. Don't ask. No questions. Don't ask. What is that? Yo, I was building up my little silver last night, bro. I was building it up. Look, silver went up. What was that? Yo, it's my baseball bat. Yo, look, guy. Yo, I feel like a little pirate last night. I was getting all my little silver and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, fishy. Now I can go handle my business. It's all silver. I was going in last night. Look, see? Yeah. Silver, man. It went up. Getting all my silver ups, huh? Yeah. Yeah, is that Susan B. Anthony? Get your ass. You're not Silver B. Anthony. She's not Silver. That other one is, and shit. I was getting my little pirate on last night. Thought I was a pirate. It was at 71. I seen gold today. Or gold. Imagine if gold was 71 instead of silver. Oh, shit. Yo, silver's at 71, I heard. Same as Dr. Fisher's light ups. Look, it's a sign. Where'd Danny go? It's the end of the month too, huh, guys? Alright, let's go over some more, I liked the crow talk earlier. Is that what it is? You guys like Brandon Lee? I'm only good with animals and stuff, guys. And holding them. A lot of people be scared to hold them. You know? The quarter stop containing silver. I know it did, and I know that.
Drop the $5 bill.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's because you're supposed to bend over and pick it up.
I can't pick shit up.
You're supposed to bend over and pick it up with that big ass butt. The quarter stop containing silver. Nah, yeah. No, it didn't. Yeah, it did. I know it did. Oh, it's another. God, don't make me get my little silver on like Buffalo Bill. Ready? Turn that on. Dr. Fish, what is it? Look, I don't know what this is though. I'm selling it though. You guys want to buy it? I'm not joking either, yo. I don't know what the fuck it is, yo. Yo, who signed it? Yo, I don't know who signed it, guy. Hey, guy. Yo, who signed it, guy? You guys hear me and stuff? I didn't mess it up. Yeah. Now I can handle my business. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, silver all went up. Dr. Fish getting all his little silver. Like a little pirate. Yeah. I was turning into a pirate. I have a little bit of coins and stuff, man. That's why I need to get some gold, yo. I really need to get some gold and shit. That shit ain't cutting it. Yo, it cleaned itself up. Yeah, they clicked down on me, man. Yo, you didn't like my marine mammal dog? Yeah. It's out there with me. Yo, don't make me turn green in here. You start talking like that. Don't make me turn green in here. You want to do pop with Papa Dabala? Do I look like a weirdo? You want to pop with Papa Dabala? Look like a freak. I mentioned donating $1 and everybody splits. No, he wasn't split. He probably didn't split. I look like a weirdo there. Right. Keep me rude. Look like a weirdo, bro. Look like some kind of weirdo, dude. Yeah. Sticky Buds went live. Yo, we said he got some sticky buds. Yo, he's got that butt guy. What are you up to? I appreciate you stopping in. I appreciate you. Now, could Daddy get a jingle? Can Daddy get some Chris Kringle? Yeah, Chris Kringle, man, he didn't give me shit. Fucking, where's my fucking fat guy supposed to slide down my chimney? Nobody slid down my chimney. Yeah, yo, fish, you ain't got a fucking chimney. See, yo, but if I did, nobody slid down my chimney. Yo, who's out there with me? Thought I had a chimney. Now, I was always pretty concentrated on fishes, even throughout my whole life. It was different. Yes. Yes, fish can. Yes. Yes, fish can. So what are you guys up to? Yeah. You should be here.
That shoulder looks so bad for some reason. My
Shoulder.
shoulder.
And show her because you turn well. He's out there with me. Danny. Danny. Oh, this is pretty good chat, man. Can Daddy get a jingle? Jingle. Even Jingle Bells had a jingle. Daddy gonna get that jingle? No. Jingle. Oh, what's another one? What's to see my clasper? And I gotta go sit down and smoke a cigarette and relax for a second, but I'm gonna keep the stream going and stuff, and we're gonna think of new ways to make some money. You know, and remember, Dr. Fish likes the kind of light ups that jingle, but he'd rather have the kind that folds. You know, he fucking got me started too. I seen that one comment. Yeah, you got me started, bro. I seen that shit. Moneyology. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Dr. Fish is definitely not the student. Nah, he's the teacher. You're gonna need more than them wax silver rings, cuz. You're gonna need more than them rings, cuz. Yo, what is this, vintage? Yeah. The truth though, bro. If they was gold though, I'd be all the way up. That's what the problem is, yo. Listen, I have to take a breath because I have this belly that I want to show my meat. My feet. Yeah, they had a $2 bill at the bank for me today, cuz. guys want to see my tube? Hold on a second. Keep your lap. Remember, a wise man can play a fool, but a fool cannot play wise. Good chat too, man. I appreciate you guys. See, one watching and the chat's at $8. Thank you. Yo, this is how fishy likes it. Yo, could we make it 10? Yeah. No. The $8 man. The $8 million man, remember? Is that him? Oh my god. Is that him? Yo, I gotta go get some money, okay? Guy. Yo, guy. You got some butt fungi, guy. Get a little jingle. Yo, Daddy got some Chris Kringle in this chat. Should go eat and come back in like an hour, you know, and have some beers, huh? Act like we didn't light it up all day and shit, like we just woke up. But you're already all the way up. Yeah, it's all the way up. I gotta pay my rent, bro. It'd be a laugh. Where'd you guys go? Fucking light me up. Vermont, throw the boy $1 for that. Yeah, throw me some dollar for that knowledge, okay? That's my boy, always sticking up for me in the chat. I just seen that shit. You seen that shit? The fucking knowledge are dropping. Yeah. Yeah, don't fuck with daddy. Yeah. Now I can handle my business. Yeah. You want to pop? Papa da balap. Hi. You want to pop? Bye 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 that. I was 7. Yeah. Oh, it was 7-Eleven. Danny. He touched my fanny. -7. Yeah, fuck that. -7. That's what my fish stick would be if it would fucking get strip searched outside. It's -7. What you think your fish stick's gonna be? It's gonna be -7. Yo, why the fuck did you think of a fish stick, bitch? He's always thinking of a fish stick, this guy. No, I'm really not. What the fuck? Yo, this guy. I felt like shit all day today, too, bro. You know? Danny. We need Danny. I don't know where he is, man. He stopped in. I think he lit it up like a couple times. Fucking Daniel Barry. We had him. It's my little fruit fairy. Danny Barry. He's very hairy. Danny. Oh, Danny only lit it up once. Come on, Danny. Danny, we need 10 on it. Danny. 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 Sound like a weirdo? Danny. 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 Alright, I gotta stop saying that shit. What you guys up to out there? Danny, I need you. I need you, Danny. Danny. What time is it? Danny. Who's out there with me? Got some love for the set. You wanna come get that ass, what? You wanna come down me? I'm gonna take a little break, guys. I'll be back on in a little while. What time is it? Yeah, it's only fucking 5:43. The fuck? Yo, fishy, man. It's only 5:43 and you lit it up more than 5:43. Bala. Nah,